Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am Sean Anderson, Most Valuable Podcast. Alongside me is Brandon Swanson, and we have hit the end. 13 previews are all done after this one. We got the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Redskins. Highlights include me talking about Tom Brady, Brew Drees, and what'd you say again? Mooskies out of mountains or whatever I fucked up there.
Mooskies and Hooskas.
Mooskies and Hooskas. And finally, we're going to wrap it up where Brandon's going to trash the Carolina Panthers, talk about the Washington Redskins, and ultimately give us his prediction.
Well, Sean, you know what game this is, right?
It's the Revenge of Norman.
It's the Josh Norman Revenge Game. That's exactly how they would put it on ESPN or on 670 The Score.
Revenge Tour, Josh Norman.
Breaking scoreboard update. Josh Norman Revenge Game. We'll talk about it today. And then they'd go in to talk about it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm sure they'll be hiring to be that announcer guy very shortly, but until they come knocking on my door, I'll continue to just do this. So the Carolina Panthers 5-8, the Washington Redskins 7-5-1. Two teams definitely going in different directions. The Carolina Panthers have been a huge upset. Not as big as the Arizona Cardinals in my head, but still big enough. The Carolina Panthers, what they have not been able to do is they have not been able to really play any good defense. However, Luke Kuechly, yes, he's been out for a couple of weeks, but even with him in there, it just hasn't seemed like the same team that we saw last year. Not at all. And I know people are going, duh, idiot, it's not. And it's certainly not. They're feeling the loss of Josh Norman. They're feeling that in the secondary. I mean, I know he hasn't done like just, it hasn't been fireworks on every game that he's played for Washington, but he has certainly made that defense better. He has made Carolina's defense, the lack of presence has made Carolina's defense worse. But you have to look at the offense. Cam Newton has been atrocious. Cam Newton has been absolutely atrocious. Start early on in the season. He's been bad. His offensive line has been worse. I mean, getting sacked 5-6 times against the Minnesota Vikings, a good defense, but that's just unacceptable early in the season. And then Cam last week against, again, a pretty good defense in San Diego. You only complete, 10 passes, 12 passes, something like that. Just not good. Cam is not finding Ted Ginn on deep routes. Kelvin Benjamin has been a whiny baby. I mean, it's just been terrible. You give up on plays all around the football. It's been pathetic. It has been pathetic for Carolina. I've said it. If you got any Carolina fans listening out there, if you don't agree with me, wake up. Because it's been really, really bad for the Panthers. If it could go wrong, it has. They can turn it around here, though. They have an opportunity to be able to turn it around, but it starts with Cam Newton. It starts with the offensive line. It starts with guys playing hard, and that's what Carolina needs. They need guys playing hard. Kelvin Benjamin don't want to play hard, get out of the game. Get out of the game. Other guys, you don't want to play hard, leave. Get out of the game, sit down, sit on the bench. You got guys who want to play hard. That's what you need. On the other side for Washington, Rob Kelly. I think Rob Kelly, he's been a really nice surprise. Matt Jones went down. He was starting to get it going. He goes down with an injury. Rob Kelly, insert him. He's been really good. I think Kirk Cousins, though, too. Kirk Cousins has been pretty good this season. We've seen some really good flashes. We've seen some okay performances. He needs to have a good flash performance this week, and I think he can do it against Carolina's defense. Also, Deshaun Jackson. This guy, he needs to have another explosive game. Reports are he'll be okay going back to play for the Eagles if he has an opportunity, but he better be okay with playing for the Redskins this week. They're going to need him, Pierre Garçon, and Jordan Reed if he can be healthy. Jordan Reed only a catch for 10 yards last week. I don't think fully healthy. Hopefully a week of practice and a week to rest a little bit. I hope that he is ready to go as well. Washington, they have some good weapons, and they're moving pretty well right now. The Carolina Panthers, they're in a lot of dismay, and they are 1-5 on the road. Washington 4-2 at home. I'm going to take Washington in this one. I'm going to say they win it 30-19.
Don't forget to tell us what you think of this matchup down below. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Most Valuable Podcast so you don't miss next week's previews, and check us out on Patreon. But for Brandon Swanson, I'm Sean Anderson. We'll see you next week.